So one of the things you say in the book that you seem clearly empathetic when it comes to Prime Minister Modi is his complaint that the media is not fair to him. Yeah. I want to understand why you think the media is not fair to him, because if I look at the media today, I'm not talking about 2002, but today, I actually think there's pretty much a 90% capture of media. I think it's a capture of media by government in a way that I've never seen before.
I've never seen it either, and it's very scary. Certainly the television network.
In particular.
Yeah. No, and the two main Hindi papers, Dainik Jagran has not had one anti-Modi editorial. I read it every time I'm in Delhi, and it's the most, the circulation of Dainik Jagran, by the way, is the readership is equivalent to the readership of every newspaper in the world. That's how widespread that, and you know, I mean, whether they captured or whether they genuinely like him, I don't know. But the 2 or 3 main Hindi papers and 4 or 5 very important television networks are they're under control, you know? I mean, it's media management on a scale that is unprecedented.
As a sort of veteran journalist, have you felt your voice trampled upon? Have you felt that today when you want to say what you want to, for example, you said to me in the interview we did, Home Minister Amit Shah is a Home Minister today only for Hindu Indians. If you wanted to say that in one of your newspaper columns, do you think they'd publish it?
Oh, I think the Indian Express would.
The rest?
Well, I've lost a column.
You have?
I have.
In an English or a Hindi newspaper?
In an important Hindi newspaper. And when I asked why that had happened, I was told, you know, try and understand. So, you know, I mean, definitely, you know, what about you? I mean, any journalist who is openly, not even openly, I'm not even that critical. I'm critical on certain issues. I think that to beat people to death in public is barbaric.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that India become a barbaric country. I've seen it in 1984. There were bodies lying in the streets of Delhi, and it was the most horrible thing I've ever seen. And really, to beat people to death because they're cattle traders, or even if they are cattle smugglers, it's not allowed. As far as I'm concerned, the rule of law is paramount.
And yet you're sympathetic to the argument that the media has been more kind to the Congress.
Yes, it has.
Than to Modi today?
Well, excuse me, after 1984, Rajiv Gandhi justified the killings, and he was the darling of the media.
I mean, I was in school then, so I don't know.
All right, no, but you've read...
But I take your point. I think the problem with the media today, because there is also a problem with the media, and the problem with the media today is this Hindi phrase that I coined and I think I should patent, saying it's either chamcha ya morcha.
Yeah.
You know, so either you have this complete sycophancy or you have this complete activism. Yeah. And somewhere lost is kind of just reportage. And there are some stories that have different dimensions. And there are some stories, as you said, for me, a man being murdered on the suspicion that he had beef in his fridge has no other side. I really don't care. Yeah. It doesn't have another side. Yeah. But stories that have another side need to be told in that way.
And most of the lynchings, I don't know if you've noticed, there's no reportage. Yeah. It's comment from Delhi. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Either on television. I mean, the whole point about journalism is to go and see for yourself.
Nobody goes anywhere
Nobody goes anywhere anymore. So the media is in crisis, really, at the moment. I mean, you've got some television channels, as I said to you, that are more loyal than Doordarshan was in the old days. Yeah. And they're private television channels, you know. I mean, they could close Doordarshan down without thinking twice because, you know.